A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome back to my channel. In this particular channeling session, I am going to relay a message for all those people who have been told by someone else or some other people who could be close friends, or they could be just random people, they could be partners. Like they have been told that you are wrong. And they have developed some kind of doubts in their minds about their lives. And in some cases, it may not be people directly walking up to them and telling them that, hey, you know what, you're wrong. Rather, it is their bad behavior, their cold attitude, some kind of neglect, some kind of negative energy that they're being passed on, where they are feeling this way that whatever they're doing is inappropriate or incorrect, or something is heavy about whatever they do in life. And this is giving them a wound, or they had a wound previously also since a long time. It might be possible that they have been working on this wound because this wound is connected to their sacral chakra. Due to their wound, a lot of these people have attracted relationships or relationship dynamics where they are not treated nicely by others, or they're treated little less of what they could have been actually received. So this is happening because of something called being established in yourself, establishment in your being, in your own being, which makes them feel that they don't belong here, or it's not for them, people don't love them enough. Wherever they go, they carry this feeling around. And this feeling itself makes them go through doubts about who they are. And then there are other people also who respond to this energy, because people always respond to our energy. If we feel we belong, if we feel that we are all right, if we feel we are good to go, then other people will also give you that type of energy. Now, this does not mean that you blame yourself or you blame others. As per the channeling session, I'm being shown a lot of people like these. It could be your boyfriends, girlfriends, lovers, husband, wife, children, if you have family members, relatives, and a whole bunch of other people like that. Colleagues, work people, maybe even those who you are helping. Even those might show you some kind of doubt by thinking that you may not be really helping them and they might not be listening to you or doing what you want them to do. Or it could be possible that you don't want anyone to do anything for you specifically, but it's for their own good. You feel that they should do it so that they can benefit and feel uplifted. However, they don't believe you that much, or they could be in a certain situation. They could be probably doing some kind of work, or they could be surrounded by some kind of people who will not allow them to do so, or it could also be their own way of dealing with challenges in life. These people feel that your advice or your love may not be good for them, and it's not a bad thing. In some cases, like the one I just mentioned, that they themselves cannot do it because of whatever XYZ situation around them, in those cases also, it might come across to you as if they are not doing so because they don't love you enough, or you're not nice enough, or your advice is not good enough for them, even though you're 100% sure that it's a good advice. It could be possible that at this point in time, the advice is not for them as per divine timing. Maybe in future, maybe 10 days later, maybe a week later, maybe a month later, maybe a year later, maybe 6 months later, they will take up heed to that advice because it's divine timing for them. So what the higher beings who are working with you, what they're telling you is, you are right. One of the biggest reasons why this whole situation or this whole emotion is giving you so much trouble is because you yourself are not able to convince your own self. If your whole life you're trying to convince others about something, but you yourself are not convinced about it, then it will be very difficult for others also to believe you. It's like being someone who's selling something, a salesman, okay? This salesman is trying to sell other people something, but he himself is not sure about what he's trying to sell, or he himself has doubts on his products. But he has made a very good script. He has made a wonderful script. He feels that his script is very captivating. He feels that his words are very captivating. But whenever he goes out, he or she, it's just an example, goes out selling his wonderful product to the world, people do not see it as so wonderful. Why? Because he himself does not believe that it's wonderful. So what's the correct way to go about it? First of all, if you feel this way, then you need to look at the stuff that you're selling. Is it really even that great? Number one. Number two, this channeling is not for people who are liars, scammers, or con artists. This channeling is for very pure-hearted people like you, divine people like you, because people like you don't sell something bad to others. You don't do shady business. You don't make other people fight unnecessarily. You don't go out spreading negativity or negative vibes. You are a surrendered soul who believes that God and the masters are the actual doers. You don't have that arrogance which most egotistical people carry, which most narcissistic people carry, that everything is being done by me. I am the one who's the doer. It's all about me, 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 me. Empaths are not like that. Empaths are caring, giving, and they're all about other people. But to be able to help other people, to be able to heal other people, we all need to heal ourselves first. So once you do that analysis, in your case, because you're honest and pure, when you do that analysis, you will realize that your product is actually pretty good. And it works because you have practically used it. And when you practically tried it and you practically used those things, it could be a product, it could be an advice, it could be a lifestyle change, it could be just being kind and loving towards yourself and others. It could be something about Twinflame journey. It could be something about your ascension journey. Now that you've learned so much about it, you feel like sharing it with others. But when you go and share it with others, they just tell you, hey, back off. We don't want to hear any of this. We don't want to know any of this. At that point in time, and that's why I mentioned partners, lovers, husbands, wives, or children, or elders. That's why I mentioned these people. Because you don't have to convince others if you're so correct. And this is what they're trying to tell you, that when you're right, when you know that you're on the path of truth, when you know that you're doing the best for other people, whether they understand it or accept it or not, when you are doing so, you don't need other people's validations, or you don't need other people's behavior to show you something like they do in their own physical world. Physically they do something, or verbally they say something to you that, hey, I like this, you're right, I am with you, I believe you, I agree with you. You don't have to wait for any of that when you're 100% sure about who you are. And then when you follow this energy and you embrace this energy, wherever you go, you will belong. And wherever you go will also be predestined. If you have to be in a city today morning, if it's written that you have to be there today morning, you will be there at that point in time. Nothing can change it. Even if you in your head might be thinking that, no, I've already made the delays and I'm not on time and this is not going to work out, that's not going to work out, I don't have enough money, I don't have this, I don't have that, blah, blah, blah. But when you're actually ready, or when it's your time, it will happen automatically and organically. So to think that something has led to a delay is also a mistake. Nothing has delayed anything. And if you're supposed to leave that city by night, even though by afternoon or by evening you have no idea, you have no clue that any of that is going to happen, you will leave in the night, no matter what you do or what you think or what you say. Why? Because it's already written. And who goes through these type of experiences? People who have already surrendered. People who have surrendered, they do not question whatever happens to them. Or even if they question, they want to learn more about it. They want to understand, why am I feeling unworthy? Why am I feeling I don't belong here? It may be God's will. It may be my destiny to not be here then. Well, then let's accept it. The same thing is happening in your twin flame ascension journey in terms of your love relationship, because a lot of people think that they are not in union. Actually, all twin flames are always in union. Separation is a myth, it's an illusion, because they are not from this dimension. They are from another dimension and they are simply here to volunteer. So they have already chalked out a plan. They've already pre-written a plan that this is what I'm going to do on day 1. This is what I'm going to do on day 2. This is what I'm going to do on week 5. This is what I'm going to do on year 35. This is what I'm going to do in the 40th year, or whatever it is. Everything is literally planned. Everything. And it is a very immaculate plan. It does not have any mistakes or it does not have flaws. It is a flawless plan of the universe. Only natural things are flawless and perfect. Unnatural man-made things cannot be perfect or flawless. They will have certain flaws and they will not be perfect. Always remember that, guys. Always. So if someone says you're perfect, like for example, I used to question myself and I used to question the research work that I was doing on twin flames, on the ascension journey. When I would read about Lord Sri Ram, even as a child, it was written or it was told that he was the perfect man. So I used to wonder, how come he was perfect man? And his wife a perfect woman? That's because both Ram and Sita were always in surrendered energies, and they are actually the reincarnation of Vishnu and Lakshmi. The same Vishnu and Lakshmi who run this planet, the same Vishnu and Lakshmi who are the preservers of this planet. So they keep reincarnating all the time. All of the twin flames have their DNA, all of the twin flames, but they are also very giving and caring and nice, and they're very selfless. So they want to maintain the order of this planet, because this planet is not what it looks like from outside. It is a very deep, deep place to be in. It is a portal. It is a portal that can take you higher and highest. It can even take people lower and lowest. But every volunteer is here to help Vishnu and Lakshmi. So that's why we are also children of Vishnu and Lakshmi. And we are just like our parents in many ways. So if you are having that doubt, think about yourself as a surrendered person. Accept everything and the doubt will go away. It will wash away. And if you don't feel like you belong somewhere or people don't love you, then also analyze the feeling behind it, the emotion behind it. If your twin flame you feel does not love you, because that is also a big reason why a lot of people are sad. You have to figure out, where is this feeling coming from? What is the root cause of this feeling? And then you have to write it down. You have to write down what makes you feel so. And you have to write it in the most detailed manner. Everything that you feel is connected to it. Why, when, how, all the questions related to it. When you write it down in a detailed manner, you will figure out what exactly is causing you so much botheration and so much trouble. Okay, so this is the core message of this channeling session, and I'm quite happy to be relaying it to you all, because this also comes with a very deep lesson of love, and this also talks about your chakra alignment and the healing of your sacral chakra, which is so important. This chakra is connected to your gender identification. This chakra is connected to your physical identification. This chakra is also connected to your intimacy, needs and beliefs. And this chakra is also connected to your presence or your existence on this planet, which a lot of people keep questioning from time to time. And which we should not question at all, because there's no need to question it. There's no point. You won't get anything. You're already here. Just learn to enjoy it. Just be present in this beautiful existence that God has created to you. Because the moment you are present, you will be able to see all the details around you. And the details are always filled with the messages that help you know that you exist. And just knowing that you exist, just by being who you are, just being your being is more than enough. And you'll end up feeling so calm and relaxed after that. You'll let go of all the struggle, all the strife, all the effort you're making constantly in order to make people like you or love you. You will think If they don't like me, if they don't love me, it's okay. It's okay. What can I do? If they don't like me today, they might like me tomorrow. Even if they don't like me tomorrow, they might like me day after tomorrow. Even if they don't like me day after tomorrow, it is still okay. So life goes on. You just have to keep moving. And always remember that you're already in union. This is one message that helps a lot of people to feel better and to look at everything happening in 3D as a part of the plan, as a part of the predestined plan. Try to find out the meaning behind it or the reason behind it in a way that it does not disconnect you from reality also. And then remember also that messages like these are also being sent to you from time to time. If you were not loved, if you're not likable, if you're not good enough, why would you be receiving these messages that resonate so deeply with you? There has to be a reason behind that too. Why are you listening in right now? Why are you listening so deeply into this? Why is your intention to heal? Why is your intention to love? Why is your intention to be kind and happy and to be content? Why is your intention to surrender? If you look around you, how many people talk about surrender? Not so many. So if you're doing it, you're special, you're loved, you're whole, you're complete, you're divine, and you're constantly being taken care of. You're constantly being sent these messages. So on this note, I'm going to close this channeling session. For personal situations and for therapies, please check out the description box and write to me once you're 100% sure. You have to write to me, guys, because sometimes when people book their sessions, I don't get the notification. That is one problem, and it doesn't happen all the time. And in therapy also, not everyone can do therapy. People need to be ready for therapy because therapy is a very deep kind of work. If there's too much narcissism in your DNA, in anyone's DNA for that matter, and they've not read about it before, not researched about it, if you don't even know the terms like 3D release, transmutation of anger into love, chakra alignment, these are basic concepts that everyone needs to know about Ardhanareshwar, about what is the real meaning of Twinflame? What is the work that you guys are doing here? Why are you here? You have to question it at least a few times. And then you are ready to heal it. And a lot of people, I see they are suffering because they don't have resources. They tell me, if not a lot, then a certain percentage is obviously there. They tell me that, you know what, I don't have money, I don't have resources, what should I do? And they feel very bad about it and they take it very personally. That's because they are comparing their lives with other people, especially the 3D people. They need to remember that God has unlimited resources. And if you really want to do inner work, if you're actually ready to do inner work, or if you want to be an authentic being and provide resources for other people too, not just for yourself, just the way God is giving you resources, you also want to provide resources to others and also teach them how to do so, then you need to understand and you need to remember that God has unlimited resources. But the difference between God and devil is that the devil will give you resources only for ego massage and ego satisfaction because the devil resides in the ego. But God is wanting you to learn how to make money, how to be abundant so that you can not only help yourself but also help other people and show them the path to peace and happiness, to enjoy your life on planet Earth. You're not here to be angry, be dissatisfied, be sad, be low, be upset all the time. You're here to enjoy every single day, every single moment of your life. Every day comes with new learnings. Every day comes with a new message. Every day, that way is a wonderful day. Even those days, because I also keep going through those days from time to time where you feel there is some kind of pain, there is some kind of sadness, but the moment you figure it out, the moment you clear it, the moment you heal it, you're back to feeling grateful and back to enjoying the fact that you even had that pain. Like the pain also makes so much sense, be it physical pain or be it just emotional pain. Okay, so this particular feeling of not having adequate resources, of not having adequate funds or not having enough for your own basic needs like inner work, like going in solitude, taking care of others, providing food, shelter, or some other needs, medical facilities for others. These are basic things that most human beings, I'm not talking about 3D people, I'm talking about real human beings, they love to do this. And they never think in their heads that I would have any short or any less of resources, because they know that God is going to give it to them whenever they need it. And God loves people who like to do for others. God loves those people. Okay, so I will see you soon in another one. One love, peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.